It is jarring. I'll say that just talking to you now, it's jarring my mind a little
Really?
bit. It's a bit weird.
You're not the first person that has said that
Have
to me.
people said that to you?
A lot of people have said that to me. For me, it was clear that it was time to obviously start a new chapter. In the early conversations I had with Sonia, we had a common understanding of where she wanted to take the club. This could be the best season yet in terms of women's football.
Katie McCabe, this is different, huh?
Very different. It's nice though, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it looks great. How'd you feel?
Yeah, good. Honestly, like since coming in, meeting the team, the staff, everyone around the training ground, they've been really welcoming.
It is jarring. I'll say that just talking to you now, it's jarring my mind a little
Really?
bit. It's a bit weird.
You're not the first person that has said that to
Have
me.
people said that to you?
A lot of people have said that to me.
That, like, you can't blame them, right?
Listen, it was a long time, so it is going to look different, but I think people will get used to it pretty quickly.
Yeah, absolutely.
After a few games, maybe.
Yeah, once you sort of like, the thing is for as long as I can sort of remember or think about, you're just synonymous with that Arsenal shirt, right? So you've got to kind of rewire, build a new legacy here,
Of
start
course.
again.
Yeah.
And I know you would never make a decision without knowing that it was the right thing for you, for your family, for where you want to be and where you want to go forward. But can you give me the kind of, I don't know, the thought process that goes on when you're making a decision to come to not just a huge club like Chelsea, but also a big rival of a club like Arsenal?
Yeah, I think obviously when you're coming into the last year of your contract, it's a little bit different obviously with women's and men's football. I think the clubs tend to let you go into your last year. So I think obviously naturally discussions happened, and yeah, for me it was clear that it was time to obviously start a new chapter. And I think understanding what I wanted to do, knowing how I feel, my age, it was ready. It was time for me to like make that next step, but also not drop a level. And I think Chelsea have been such a winning team over the last few years. You can see it how they play, the mentality. And for me, it was important to maintain the level I was at in terms of competing for massive trophies, League, FA Cup, Champions League, because I still feel like I have a lot to give, and I think having conversations with Sonia, we were aligned on a lot of things, and it happens.
How would you describe your conversations with her? I mean, I'll tell you from our point of view, anytime you come away from a conversation with Sonia, I feel like I come away with my head full of stuff that I want to go and ask more and learn more and hear more. What's it like as a player?
Yeah, look, for me, I have a lot of respect for Sonia. Even obviously before all this kind of happened, I think she's played at the highest level, won so many trophies, and then being at a manager and managed at the highest level, won Champions Leagues. So I've got a lot of respect for Sonia. She also played left back. She's left-sided as well, so there's similarities there. But I think for me, in the early conversations I had with Sonia, we had a common understanding of where she wanted to take the club, and the expectations she has on me in order to help us get there. And I think I think for both of us it was the right thing. And honestly, I feel really lucky to be part of such an amazing group, such talent as well. And I think building off what they had last season, going into this season is going to be important, and maintain our winning mentality.
I think a big thing for us, or people in the media watching on, we're obviously like partly just delighted that you're staying in the league as well. Because
There's lots of rumours.
I'd assume there would have been options for you if you wanted to. I mean, most clubs in the world have been lucky to have you. So I assume there would have been options to go elsewhere.
Yeah, and listen, for me, I needed to understand what was important for me, and that's to compete in the best league possible. And for me, that's the WSL. And I think you can see that in the amount of quality that other teams are bringing in as well. Like, we've got world-class players coming to the league, wanting to be part of it, and I think the league just keeps getting better and better and more competitive. I think this season will probably be the most competitive season when you look at how other teams are strengthening. And I'm actually, like, for me, having started in the league 10, 11 years ago to where it's at now, I love that clubs are putting in money to help the women's teams, and you've got investors coming in, buying clubs, trying to bring in players. Like, trying to better facilities, trying to better the conditions, the stadiums. That's what you want. I don't see it as a negative at all. I just think it makes everyone else step up their game as well, or else you'd be left behind.
Well, you got two interesting narratives of Chelsea, I suppose, this season, in that all of those clubs that have gone out and invested that are maybe not in the traditional top 3, top 4, they're all going to be chasing, and for Chelsea at the same time, there's chasing to do at the top of the table too. I suppose for someone like you that is uber competitive, it's pretty much how you would love it, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's it's going to be an interesting one this year, especially obviously because Man City won the league last year, and I know obviously how that some of the girls felt off the back of that season. They want to be back on top, and for me, I'm just excited to be here, and I'm ready to work and bring what I can bring to the team and try get us back up there again, while also challenging for the FA Cup and the Champions League as well. So yeah, there's been a lot of conversations, obviously pre-season and ambitions and our targets, and I think so far it's been amazing. I think I've really enjoyed it. The girls have been amazing since I've come in. So yeah, no, it's been good.
Watching games, nothing brings me more joy, I would say, than watching you at your most competitive best. Like when you give absolutely everything to a game. Like I can do player cam on you for 90 minutes and get so much from it. I wondered, will you be the same player here at Chelsea, or will you be doing slight personal rebrand, or is it very much Katie McCabe as you were?
Yeah, I think that's what the club and Sonia have seen in me. Obviously, I've been on the opposition for them over the last few years, and they've seen that, and I think they want me to embrace that part of my game and not change that, because I've got an edge to my game. Probably because I've been playing for so long, but I think that's who I am, and I think if you remove that, I'm not Katie McCabe, you know. So they're fully supportive of me being the high energy, ready to win, and do it all for the team. And I think I've always kind of said I wear my heart on my sleeve when I'm playing football, and I think I'm definitely not going to change that this season.
I'm very glad to hear.
Yeah.
Well, that's like
I can't
like
change.
Said,
no.
That's why they would have signed you, right?
Yeah.
You absolutely know what you're getting. But I did think when you said in your welcome video, "Please don't hate me" or something like that, I thought maybe we need to do some like PR or something. We'll go out and make a video of you like helping old people across the street around like puppies and stuff.
No, it was more like a. Yeah, I know the thing you're talking about in the it was before my interview at Stamford Bridge. That was a bit of tongue-in-cheek to the fans, I guess, because obviously I've been the rival for so long, so you're coming over to the other side. So I think for me, I'm excited to obviously get that relationship going with the fans, and show them what I'm about and what I can bring to the team. So hopefully they see it over time.
I have absolutely no doubt that will be crazy quick, because there are always those players that when they're in your team, you adore every single thing that they do, but when they're on the opposition, you kind of have that healthy sort of, I want to say, disrespect for them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who did you tell when you were coming here? Because I remember so vividly you and I having a long conversation about Emma Byrne basically being like your hero, and having seen so much of her with Arsenal. Did you speak to her at all?
Yeah, I did. I've obviously got my close circle of people around me that understand like my thought processes and where I'm at in my career. Obviously Arsenal, and then obviously moving on. So I think having those close group of people around me, obviously Emma Byrne being one of them, her expertise in the game and her experience and everything she's done in the game, of course I'm going to pick her brains on one of the biggest moves of my career, and for me I think she's always a great sounding board, and we've had many conversations, and she was just as delighted as I was to get the move done.
And what about the McCabe clan? What
they were buzzing.
Were they all supportive?
Listen, they'll support me wherever I go. It obviously helps that a couple of my family are Chelsea fans, and a couple of my nephews as well. So that was very
popular. All of a sudden.
Very popular decision, and they're delighted to come to Stamford Bridge next season.
Can you tell me a little bit about personal aims for you? Because I feel like over the last few seasons, you've ticked off some crazy career aspirations that you would have had. How do you stay driven to go and tick the next thing off, and what is that for you now?
I think I love winning, and I love being part of the journey and being in the trenches with people trying to get there. And I think maybe that's the Irish in me, but I think like I just love having to roll up the sleeves and really graft for something. And I know this team is full of grafters as well, like even like Erin Cuthbert and that. Like I'm so excited to get playing with her. So yeah, no, for me it's to understand obviously what's important for Chelsea, which is to get back to the top and winning the biggest trophies and achieving something they've not done before as well in the Champions League. And they're not afraid to talk about that as well, you know. They're a team full of winners, and the mentality, you can see that in training.
Is that different? Is that different from Arsenal?
No, I think with Arsenal it was similar because they're such a big club. Again, so successful in the women's game and won so much. I think it's almost, I won't say similar, but it's different in the ways they like to do things. And for me now, it's understanding how Chelsea want to do that and how they want to achieve it. And for me, like I said, the big part of my move to Chelsea was I still feel really good. I feel like I can still compete physically and really help this team because there's quite a couple of young players as well, and help them mature and develop and really grow into themselves and give them confidence. And I think for me it was to maintain competing at the highest level for the best trophies in the game. And obviously a big part of that is my my love for playing for Ireland too. And I think for me to be captain of the national team and set an example, I need to be playing at the highest level. So that was obviously part and parcel of it as well.
There is this the thing you notice, I think, with Chelsea, every year when we come to days like this, there's almost like a muscle memory thing around winning. There's like it comes with the fact that they win the league so often, but it feels like that is almost a base level expectation. I don't know whether that's something you've found since you've joined.
100%. Set our objectives, and that's why we work every day the way we do. Since coming in from pre-season, it was very clear what we wanted to achieve as a team, and it's just about turning up every day and being consistent with that in training. And understanding the values of the club. Obviously it's something new for me, so I need to familiarise myself very quickly with that, but also having the support of the girls that have been here a long time, and understanding that in the best way possible.
Two final things for me really quickly. I just wanted to go back to something you said earlier on about the players coming in. It feels like this is sort of what started as a sort of trickling of players coming from all over the world is now become like an avalanche of all of the best players from all over the world come into the WSL.
Even players coming back that were in the WSL.
100%.
Yeah.
Have you sort of watched that unfold, and what have you made of that, and what are the feelings that you have when you see another player confirmed? Does it sort of bother you, or do you like the fact, okay, we're going to have to turn it on this season?
No, I love it. I think in order for you to be at your best and to win a league like the WSL, you have to be at your best every single week. And I think playing against some of the best players in the world, there's no let up. You have to be on your A game every single week, and that's the level and that's the standards we're at now. So for me, seeing all the signings, it was like great, like bring them in, you know. This is what English football is all about. It's very different.
Your mind might be like, bring it on.
Yeah,
like,
bring it on. It's very different. Like obviously, I haven't played in France or Spain, but it is different. And I think you will get a game against every single opposition in the league, in different ways. There's different types of weather conditions. You have to go up north. You have to go down south. So yeah, it's honestly, I'm so excited for it. This could be the best season yet in terms of women's football.
Katie, I've absolutely loved chatting to you, and I promise I'm going to try and get used to the feeling of seeing you in this blue kit.
It'll take a few games, but you'll get used to it.
Thanks so much, legend.
Cheers, mate.